Tommy, belatedly, congratulations. How does it feel to be the youngest director of a professional football club in Europe?
Feels really good. It did come as a surprise, I must admit. It was quite fast flowing. Once the club made the offer to the trust at the back end of April, things moved really quickly. We'd had meetings with the club for about 2 or 3 years, and in the last sort of 6 months, things have really started getting seriously. What can we do to help you? And the club's response was, what can we do to help you? And I think the common ground was, let's get a seat on the board and let's work together proactively and really make a difference going forward. And we had the AGM. I was then elected by the trust board, and it was proposed and voted at the AGM. And here we are today. We've had our first board meeting 2 weeks ago and really settling in really well, enjoying it.
You have been in the role about a month. How are you finding it? What have you been up to already?
Just finding my feet, really. Just getting to understand how everything works within the club and the difference between being a supporter on the terraces and the media team and being involved day to day is different. It's hectic, it's challenging, but I'm really enjoying it, and if I didn't think I could do it, I wouldn't be doing it.
And it's good that you've got the vote of confidence in a good way from the rest of the board, that they see you as the right person to fulfil this new role.
Absolutely, and that's crucial. I think I've always had a real good relationship with all of them, and I think that's key going forward. We don't always agree on everything, but I think that's quite healthy as well. But everyone's interest is for the benefit of the football club, and that's what we're here to do.
One thing that can't be denied is this is your club, it's your family's club. You've got a long history going back, association directly with the first team. It's in your blood.
It is. My granddad John was first team coach here for 20 years, from 68 to 88. And I think more people approach me and talk to me about him than they do me or the club. So, no, it's really overwhelming. People don't seem to forget. I've been supporting this club for about 7 years old, travelling to home and away games. My family have, my brother, my uncle, my auntie, my dad. It really is in the family. And for me to be here now, it is overwhelming. It is really, really, what's the word to use? Appreciative. And I'm just really can't wait to get my feet on the ground and get cracking.
It is a dual role, chairman of the trust and a director of the football club. You expect to be pretty busy?
Absolutely. I'm going to value my free time more than ever now. That's for sure. It is hectic. You're running the trust, which is quite difficult in itself, and then you come on the football club board and basically take the reins of that. But for me, if I couldn't do it in this time of life, I didn't think I'd ever be able to do it. I'm 21. I'm still single. Still got the time to do it. I've got quite a flexible job. So I think it works for me, the trust and the football club, which is really key.
What you said, you already get on well with the current board of directors. How do you fit in within their current structure? What role do you specifically have?
I think in terms of the role I'll be playing, it's more fundraising. It's about how the trust can, bring the club extra money, and that's something that I think the trust have got to do. I think the trust, for me personally, for too long, there's been too many obstacles in the way as to why we can't do something, and now we've got to be proactive and say, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. So my main focus on the board is fundraising. I've got a target to bring X amount in per year, and I'm confident with everyone's support that we can do that.
I think you've probably answered this next question already. What do you hope to achieve? There is that target. Is there anything within that you want to achieve?
I think for me, I'd like to see if the trust have a more important say on the club when I've finished than what we did when I started. I'd be really impressed with that. I think we need to increase our membership. We certainly need to be more proactive in terms of fundraising, and it's not going to be done overnight, but it will happen. I really need the fans to support me. Every bit of membership money, every bit of money from the cafe comes to the trust. It will then go directly back to the club. So everything the trust are getting predominantly will be going back to the club.
We've already seen the first event that you're involved in with the race night on the 10th of September. Are there any areas that you'll be focusing on? Is it events that's, you say the fundraising, that'll be where your focus will lie?
Predominantly, yes. It'll definitely be more fundraising based. We've got the race night on the 10th of September. I'm already organising 1 or 2 other events in coordination with the club as well going forward. So you'll definitely see more of the trust present this year than what you have done previously.
And it is an important time for the club, on and off the pitch, an important time for unity. How do you assess the strengths off the pitch primarily for a really positive future?
Very high. I think that we've got a real committed board of directors who strive very hard you know, to make the club as it is and to improve it day by day. You've got Gary back as manager, and the wave of optimism that brought has been fantastic. I mean, you know, the atmosphere in the East Bank, the product on the pitch, the football that Gary wants to play. I think that with what's going on the pitch and the plans for off the pitch, I think Aldershot Town's in for a successful and bright future.
And so say all of us, that can-do attitude that you mentioned, the unity of bringing everybody together, that's absolutely vital for building a prosperous club into the long-term future.
Oh, it is. I mean, we need everyone pulling in the same direction. You know, I really need the fans to support me. I need the fans to support the trust. I think it's the first time the trust have ever been in this position to have a seat on the board, and we've been in inception really for about 8 to 10 years now. So to make that mark, it's a historic moment, and I think if everyone's pulling in the same direction, I really believe that we can go on and do some real good things at this club. I'm really confident about that.
You're here to help the fans, but is there anything the fans can do to help you as their voice on the board, as to give you all the strength that you need to fulfil your fundraising targets and all the other ambitions?
Absolutely. I mean, sign up as members, come to our fundraising events. You know, any problems that fans have or any concerns, you know, come and speak to me. I'm in the ground from usually midday. You know, I'll be over in the Crimea after the game sometimes as well if they want to come and have a chat. And any concerns they've got, it will be put back to the board, and rest assured that they're going to be represented properly and fairly.
Thank you very much, Tommy, and good luck in everything you try to do.
No, thank you, Steve. Cheers.